So what I'm doing here, right, is we've got the guys who are doing the final experiment, plus there's people who are independently going to the South Pole. Okay, so here we are. We have, this is the final experiment, and then we have 3 people independently who are walking to the South, but they're walking themselves to the South Pole, right? One guy is disabled. This guy here, he is disabled. He had a stroke, and so he's got partial paralysis. I think he's got paralysis down his left side somewhere. So there. Oh, that one just updated. They moved. So these 3 people, as we speak, right? Well, as I record this right now, these 3 people are walking to the South Pole. Right? They're on skis and they're towing their stuff behind them on sleds. Yeah? And then we've got the final experiment where people went to the South Pole, right? Flew to the South Pole, and they photographed and recorded the 24-hour sun, right? And they didn't just simply point the camera and track it going across the sky. No. They also took close-up photos through filters so that you could actually see sunspots. In other words, you could verify that it's the sun. And I believe people in other parts of the world were taking pictures of the same sun and the sunspots so that they could verify that it's the same one, right? Now, the reason why I'm saying that this is important, right, is because we have a bunch of people, the flat earth guys, right? And let's just be clear about this. Flat earth is nothing to do, the flat earth society and the flat earth people have got nothing to do with the shape of the earth, right? These people argue in a very insane way, right? They don't argue logically. What do I mean by that, right? I mean, you can see my face. It's just contextual because I've just done it. But you can see my face hasn't got hair on it. Why hasn't it got hair on it? Well, the reason why is because I have a shaver. Yes? And so I shave my face, right? But if I was a conspiracy theorist, I'd say, well, you've obviously got some sort of disease the way you don't grow hair on your face, right? Well, maybe I have. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is it's a logical argument. I can show you a device, which is a shaver. There you go. Okay. And you know, I'm making the point that there is a reasonable explanation, and it's obviously the simplest one. Yeah, I'm in England. It's a Western society. Things like these are cheap and easy to get hold of. You can get a wet shaver and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I'm just talking about something relatively distant from flat Earth. But what I'm trying to say is there's an obvious and easy explanation, right? Now, if you didn't know about shavers, then maybe you'd try to explain it some other way. You know? I don't know. I mean, it's probably not the best thing to pick on, but do you understand? There is an explanation for it. The reason why my face hasn't got hair might be because I'm very young. I'm not growing it. Or it could be that I've just shaved. Do you know? But flat earth people don't argue like that. If I was to say, the reason why my face hasn't got hair on it is because I've shaved, they will then argue that that's actually not the reason, and then they put forward their own reason as an opinion, right? And then they'll say that you can't argue against that because it's their opinion and they're right to it. And now we have 2 models. Even though I'm the person that's actually done it and I know that I shaved my face, they will still argue and put forward opinions that it's an alternative reason. And then they'll say that I'm trying to do that because I'm actually lying to you, right? So whatever I say is a lie, right? Which means you can't believe what I say and that their theory is actually the right one. That's how flat earth people argue. They don't deal with the fact that there is a reality, an independent and observable reality, which everybody can see, and everybody can, and other people can talk to me, right? And it's believable and credible, you see. And so they're nuts. I'm sorry, they are. Flat Earth Dave, Mark Sargent, and other people like that are doing it for a different reason. And the reason why I have a problem with this is because these people, right, this person here, right, is the youngest person. She's 21. It's pigging freezing there, right? And it costs money. You have to pay for flights and stuff like that, right? And that's a tracker, real time, right? That's actually tracking where she is real time, right? This is 06 series, the same company that did the TFE tracking, okay? These all are doing trapping by 060. Now you can get into conspiracy theories and the fact that 060 are faking it all and stuff like that, but it's stupid. It's really, really stupid. Here are people who are putting up with sub-zero, I believe. Sub-zero, well, I don't know. If it's now it's about 15 degrees above or something like that. It's cold. They're wearing jackets and they're doing exercise. Right? So they're cold. It's a cold condition. I don't know about the actual temp. I think it's 15 Fahrenheit. That is 50, which is below zero. Okay? Right? And there's ice on the ground. There's snow on the ground. So obviously it is below zero. So it's not 15 degrees. So there's the problem, right? You got this guy is just some guy. It's this guy. Yeah, this guy who's doing it. I don't know, because he wants to, I guess. You know? Something to do. It's an achievement. Anybody can do it, and it's an achievement. It's not easy when I say that. Johnny Huntington, this guy is, if I can scroll it up. Oh, I believe it's not scrolling up the right thing, isn't it? There we go, that's one. He's doing it. It's not working, is it? Sorry. I don't know, I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but it's gone out of picture. But he's doing it because, I guess, he's doing it because he wants to do it, I suppose, partly for to show disabled people, essentially, that a disability isn't something that can stop you from doing things. Obviously, it makes it difficult. But here's a guy who is doing it. I mean, I don't know about attempting to do something like that. There you go, it's back a picture. Attempting to do something like this if you were in a wheelchair or something, because there's issues with snow, getting in the wheels, and I don't know. But he has the ability to do it, and I applaud this guy, right? Because he's doing it. Obviously, he's not doing it just because he wants to do it. I mean, it's got to be a big part of it, I'm sure. But I don't think he's doing it just because he wants to do it. He's doing it because he's trying to demonstrate that a disability isn't something that should stop you from doing something like this. This woman, okay, 21 is a young woman. This woman is doing it because, again, she's doing it because of the achievement. It's stuff. It's not done by many people. It's a rare thing, you see. So she wants to feel, I guess, that she's doing something which is, it's not unique, obviously, but it's very rare, and it's something that gives her a degree of satisfaction, I believe, right? I haven't got into this guy, but he's there as well. But these three people are doing it right now as I make this video. They're not done it in the past and are sharing stuff. They're doing it as I speak. They're walking now. So for flat Earth people to say you can't get there and NASA will turn you back, which is, NASA is an American organisation, right? She's Norwegian, okay. I believe he's English, Johnny Huntington, and he's an American, I think, right? So NASA own England and they own Norway and the authorities in there? I don't think so, somehow. It's amazing how Americans sometimes think they're the centre of the world and that everybody is beholden to them. It's not so much the actual authorities, but it's more the people, for some reason. They think that nothing exists outside of America. Yeah. You notice that most UFO sightings, to go on a different subject, most UFO sightings are in America, aren't they? Yeah. And if you go onto websites about UFOs, they don't show UFOs over Russia or things, do they? Even though people live there and governments are there. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's digressing. TFE, they're still coming back, so we should see some videos. I know Dave McKeegan, he's done some really nice videos as well. You can see the 24 hours on. Very jealous. I mean, this is a $35,000 per ticket expedition, which has been paid for by a Christian pastor who's also an entrepreneur, and he has the money, presumably. And it was obviously because of the flat Earth. But these flat earth people, they sit on their arses, okay, and just want to show opinions, right? But they're not actually doing anything. That's the problem with I find with these flat earth people, is all they're doing is sit on their arses making videos and trying to get friends. That's it. It's a bloody joke. So I'm very jealous of all these people who've gone to the Antarctic. It's an amazing place, and you can see it is, and they even got a Starlink there and stuff like that, doing live stuff. You know, very jealous, because it's people don't do it. The other is the Northern Lights. I'd love to go and see the Northern Lights. That'd be cool. You know, I mean, how do Flat Earth explain the Northern Lights? They probably don't even think that it exists or something, you know. But that's the problem I've got, is that they are insulting these people, basically, aren't they? They're insulting them because they're sitting on their arses in their nice warm places and hating them, essentially, for doing things that they aren't doing. And this is specifically, obviously, Antarctica, a place where they have opinions. So, you know, bugger off, right? Go and do it. Don't sit on your arse. Flat earthers, go. Go and do it. And stop being arseholes, okay? And stop insulting people with your stupidity, okay? Thank you. Stop it.